Are we live?
Jessica.
Jessica, are we live?
Oh, we are live.
are
Oh,
live.
Holla.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Arsenal fans all around the world, and welcome to the very first flagship streaming show on the Arsenal Supporters Club Namibia. We're going to call this segment the Arsenal or the ASCN Live. My name is Janji. I'm going to be one of the three hosts that we have. I have Genre also, who's going to be our technical liaison with this. Genre, how are you doing?
I am great. How are you, man, Janji?
I am here.
amazing.
I am here. Tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
No, I am a diehard Arsenal fan. I get mad at the world the past few seasons every time we don't do so well. But I am excited for the new season, man. Excited for everything that's gonna take place, and especially for the show. I think we're gonna take it places, man. And I think Arsenal are gonna do great this season, seeing that we just have one competition to do great in.
That sounds like
before the first game. Hey,
Yeah.
always confident.
It sounds like you said that before, you know, like this is not the
Yeah,
first time at the
every
beginning of the
season, guys,
season that you said,
Yeah.
this
We
is
are
the season.
delusional.
No, it's not. It's not. Is it?
Dilly coming through with some of that troops mentality. Dilly, please introduce
yeah.
yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, fan blood. Listen up, man. Arteta out. No. All jokes aside, let's give the guy his chance again. You know, we judged him. He did poorly, but let's hope he steps up to the plate this season. Yeah, I'm Malcolm. I do the membership for ASC Namibia. So it's it's a very nice role. You know, membership is me. It's what I do. I try to get everything together. And guys, I read the emails, everything coming in, trying to coordinate, get details. And we had a good membership drive now. The early bird MVP, the Mac pulling through there with the constant unpaid membership reminders. But yeah, we did a good run. I think we were 93 members, paid up members, just shy of 100. So that was early bird, but we're still moving on to for the rest of the season that members can keep on, you know, paying up membership and pushing forward. So yeah, excited about that, man. Let's go get it, guys. Let's get past 100. Let's break last season's record also in terms of membership. Let's renew our memberships and let's get on this train, man. Don't get left behind. Away.
Yeah, no respect, man. I suppose if we demonstrate ourselves that we are still positive about the club, maybe Edu will get those signings across the line. Maybe
you must come subscribe, man. It's
yeah. Like Sia says, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for sure. So yeah, this is the first episode. What we're gonna do is just chat a little bit about lineups, predicted lineups with regards to the game coming up tomorrow against Brentford. I hope you guys caught those highlights that came through in the beginning. Judging on that second half performance, we were more on the. You guys saw those attempts against us. It was
Yeah,
it needs to change. Yeah. Welbeck was there. Lich Steiner. I forgot that we had Lich Steiner. Payroll. Never say that guy's name right, but yeah, no, for sure. So yeah, the form of the show is going to be pretty simple. We're going to pull up a quick video from our chairman from the members committee, just to give a small intro as well, and then we'll kick it off from there. Mr. Technical Director, will you take that away for us, please?
Hundreds.
Hi, Arsenal family in Namibia. This is just a short clip to explain how our club came to fruition and foundation. Initially, when I came to Namibia in 2016, I needed a community of friends and people with the same interests, which is obviously following Arsenal Football Club. And I was a part of Arsenal Cape Town when I stayed there, and I enjoyed the community so much, although I wasn't very active there. in Namibia, I sought out the same type of community, and I realized that there was no one actually committed to a Arsenal supporters club in Namibia. And the type of person I am, I decided to just create one from scratch. So it literally started with my brother and myself, Nadia Miller, and we created a WhatsApp group, Arsenal Namibia Supporters Club, for Namibians. And we just said, whoever we meet who supports Arsenal, we're just going to add them to the group. And who knows, maybe there will be 10 people that support Arsenal, and that way we can create a nice community for us and do things together. And that's exactly what we did. And so I think the first person, apart from my brother and myself, I literally drove past someone who had an Arsenal shirt on. I stopped the car, asked him if he had WhatsApp. He said yes, and I added his number. And then from there, that was the third person in the Arsenal Namibia group. And that's how it grew. As I walk in the mall, or as we meet people in the street with an Arsenal shirt on, we added them to the group. And that's how the Arsenal banter group got started. And now we're over 250 people or 220 people, and we've got 570 contacts, and we've got this club that's founded and recognized by Arsenal in the UK. So I'm very proud of what we've done so far, but I think there's still so much we can do. And if everyone in our supporters club and following Arsenal in Namibia can have the same ethos of just adding fellow Arsenal supporters in Namibia to the group and having them get paid up and to become official, then we can grow this club to become something immense. And I'm really proud of the committee, what they've done so far, and what they've done. Everyone is super committed to grow Arsenal in Namibia. And at the end of the day, it's not really about the club's performance, it's about the supporters being there for each other through thick and thin also, because when your team loses, it's not easy, and you need that community. You have to have that support. So for me, in these struggling times of Arsenal, it's actually the most fun to be part of a supporters club, because that's when you need the support the most. So do what you can and add fellow Gunners to the group. Let's grow this club.
I love it, man. I love it, Francois.
Yeah, so essentially that was how it all came to be, and then the group just grew. I remember I also got a text. I don't remember when, but I was usually on 2 to 3 different Arsenal groups, which is essentially the way it is with most of us Arsenal fans. But then again, we all got together and then we formalized this thing. Dilly, would you like to tell us a little bit how that process works? How we got to contact the Arsenal Football Club?
I recall on the group, Francois was talking about it. Let's get officially registered. Let's form a committee. Let's do this. Let's do that. Who's keen to be part of this process? And I even recall being one of the last people actually, volunteering and asking, can I still join? And Francois was like, yeah. Then we were like 12 at the time. Obviously slimmed down because we're not getting paid for this. So people that weren't doing stuff, we just went ahead without them, and we kept on moving. And we've got a whole constitution, everything. Currently, we're up to 7 members. We're 7 members at the moment, with 6 of us standing for re-elections next
on the committee most now, no?
For the committee, yeah, for the committee. We also received 3 nominations from members. We've got Costa, we've got Genre over there himself, and we've got Brix Ilya. So yeah, we'll see. That will all be running out of the AGM, but just saying, we're moving ahead. We're trying to do things properly. We're trying to give everybody, the benefit of the doubt, trying to get everybody get into this and push it. It's all about passion at the end of the day.
It's very legit that we've got the backing from the club itself. Like, we've got connections to the supporters liaison there. We get emails. We have access to cheaper merchandise as well. And it really just proves that this is the right way to do a supporters club. I mean, all that is left at this point in time, I would say, is the performances on the pitch, right? Because everything is good. But we'll see how that goes.
I feel like it's about everything else at the moment. It's about the drip FC. We got the best kit. We got
but we do have like the performance. We've got the best kit, man. We've been having the best kit. And
yeah.
But it's cool. I mean, we'll be ready for the title at least. Let's say that. We'll be ready for the title looking good in a fresh kit. But yeah, let's get this going. Let's get this going. I mean, first things first, we're gonna say thank you for Francois for sending that little video through. He unfortunately couldn't make it to be live on the show tonight, but then of course he's gonna just give us a bit more. He's gonna join on the shows coming on for sure. And that goes out to all the members as well. Let us know how you guys feel about this video, how you feel about the streaming, this exercise we're putting on together, so that you too can come through as a paid up member. Kweku, these are the questions. As a paid up member, you'll be able to come up. You'll be able to come up and you can have live chats, man. Give us your opinions. But without further ado, I'm going to bring up someone who apparently has told us has been on Fan Zone. Fan Zone, he said. Fan Zone 4 times.
4 times. 4
Yeah.
times.
4 times?
I think he said 4 without, and he was like very comfortable about being on a live setting. So yeah, this homie.
He's talked to Ian Wright already.
Who knows, man? This homie does our Twitter page, and he's definitely a very strong, good friend of ours and a very strong Arsenal fan. Ladies and gentlemen, Tuafeni.
Oh, wait.
Yes, everyone. How's it, guys? How's it?
How's it going, my guy?
Hey, welcome.
I'm all good. I'm audible, hey, just to make sure.
Yeah, you're
100%, my man.
You've done this before, I can tell.
Come on. I was even talking to Alex Scott, guys, our Arsenal women's legend. Huh?
Yeah.
Good numbers.
I got the numbers.
Yeah,
Tell us a little bit about yourself, my man.
So yeah, man. Like everyone knows, I'm a diehard Arsenal fan. I became an Arsenal fan in 2001 when we first got DSTV. I remember that game. My brother and I were invited to my neighbor's house. It was Liverpool versus Arsenal. My neighbor was Liverpool, and Arsenal won 2-1 that day. Henry scored, and then my neighbor was like, "No, you guys are supporting Liverpool." Then my brother was like, "Nah, we're supporting Arsenal, Henry." And ever since that day, man, I mean, come on, how can you support the losers, man? So I mean, come on, Arsenal till I die. You know what I'm saying? No matter how bad we are, I'll always remain. I mean, guys, 10 years without a trophy, 13 whatever years. I mean, we're still here. So
we're still here, bro.
We're still
here, man.
Yeah. So yeah, man, and I'm a diehard Arsenal fan. That's all I can say till the death. Even beyond the grave, I'm still an Arsenal fan. So yeah, man, that's
our kids too, bro. No, I get
always.
You, man.
My nephews are running around in Arsenal shirts, man.
This is generational, bro. This is not by choice.
Yeah, definitely.
Tell us about the Twitter page. What do you do on there? Your sources, your links. What activity do people expect from the page?
This guy's ITK, babes.
All right, let me run you through. I got my notes. Can't show you guys, but I'll take you through it. Yeah, man. Basically, the Twitter account is just when I took over, I think we had something like 44 followers at the time, and currently now we stand at 435, still growing. We have fans from Kenya, we have Nigerians, we have South Africans. They're always up in them, and there's one special guy I would like to send a shout out to. He's actually our number one fan. His name is Phineas. He's actually one of the top guys. He's always interacting, always asking. And, also on the page, you can't really be biased. You always have to be neutral. And I think that's also one thing I've also learned, because, I'm a fan as well, and I get very frustrated. But when you go on the page, you have to lay the best information to the fans as neutral as possible. Some guys don't like Williams, some guys don't like Xhaka, some guys don't like Alba, but you have to lay certain facts and information to the fans so they can relate. And you're not only communicating to Namibian fans, also Arsenal fans from various countries, like the UK guys are also in there with the hashtags. So you have to be very, very neutral, and you have to be very accurate and precise. And to talk about preciseness, there are just 5 accounts that are actually one of the most precise that I actually find. As you saw yesterday in the group, one of the boys actually posted that we agreed a deal with Aaron Ramsdale, but the deal wasn't agreed, and that's when I came in and I said Arsenal are in advanced talks. It's that information that Arsenal that we have to lay off, and you don't give false hopes, because everyone is always telling me announce players, do this, do that. but I have to be accurate as possible. Yeah. So speaking of accuracy, there are guys I would like to send a shout out to, the guys I follow, so people can actually look at it.
If I can quickly come in, you're telling me this is so your transfer news we can reliably say is reliable.
150%.
100, yeah, because like you said, we get a lot of that.
Now, can you say medicine is coming?
I'll get into the medicine. I'll get into the medicine transfer. I'll get into
Okay, we give you that later. We'll give you the floor for the transfers. Tell us about the transfers.
So basically, transfers. We all know the boys who came in: Lokonga, Nuno Tavares. Ben White, LKL Blanco, like we call him.
El Blanco.
So in terms of, I'll speak of the outgoings. The likes of Bellerin, he was on his way to Inter Milan, but now Inter Milan have agreed a deal to sign Dumfries, who is a right back who played for Netherlands. So I don't know how that's gonna play out because he was on Inter's list. So I think we'll have Bellerin. Willock had problems with personal terms with Newcastle last night, but now we know that they're all agreed. And I've seen now, just like a few minutes ago, one of the sources as well said that he did say his goodbyes to the players, so he is on his way to Newcastle. The likes of Eddie Nketiah and Reece Nelson and Maitland-Niles are the ones being shifted on. The club is still really working hard on that. Willian, we all know the club wants to shift out. That's why he wasn't really involved in preseason, and he's sort of on the fringes. Xhaka, this is very interesting. I was Googling some few things, and a few sources actually say that Roma's team is actually in London. So they are in London, and he hasn't yet signed his new deal yet. So that's very interesting with a few weeks left. We all know the terms have been agreed, but nothing is on paper just yet because Roma might want to sneak in. So, and they still Kolasinac. There was rumors of the club terminating his contract, but that's false. So they are looking for the best alternative option. Looks like he might also be going to Lazio with the same as Torreira, who's in Madrid and he's not yet back at the club. So and Torreira is such a shame because he burst on the scene. We all know he was that one player we looked at, his acrobatic overhead goal, Jean-Gilles guy, So and he's been rumored to go for around 20 million. I mean, there's a lot of outgoings, but let me speak of the most interesting topic is the Maddison and Odegaard situation. Basically, the most reliable source on that is the guy who actually broke the Thomas Partey news when I knew about it only 3 days later. It's actually AFC Bell. He's probably one of the most accurate guys ever because he comes in detail. He tells you who says what, who's negotiating, what is, and he actually said that the club is progressing in talks. It's not close, but they are positive. It's the only issue is the asking price that Leicester City want. Yeah. So just to answer Jean-Andre's question there, we aren't close to signing Maddison. He does want to come to the Emirates, but the price is the only problem. So we also look at Odegaard, and he is actually on the top of Arsenal's list as well. He's rumored to be around 35 million. I've seen fans' reactions. They aren't too sold on him. So we'll see how that goes. And I'm hearing now Real Madrid might be shifting him off, and Arsenal are waiting to see what happens if they can't get Maddison. But Maddison is Arsenal's top target. And we'll look at Houssem Aouar.
Where do we stand? Where do we stand with our attacking mids? Who do we want? We know we need someone there. If you had to choose, where are we standing?
Look, man, in my opinion, one player is not going to make a massive difference. I think my problem with the team at this time is the team basically picks itself. When you look at the lineup, there's not much of range to choose from, right?
Depth,
so one player is not going to create depth, in my opinion. And the players that choose themselves to start play every game, they're not going to feel threatened from someone off the bench. Right. Yeah. So why do they have what motivation do they have to give their best on the pitch? That's my problem with what I have with the team at the moment. And obviously, we're not going to be able to attract massive amounts of players because of the lack of competitions. We have one competition we're playing for. That means if we're going to attract 4, 5, 6 players, what are they going to come do? They know they're going to come either sit on the bench or they're going to be a rotational player. So
we need to sign starters. That's where we're at.
Yeah.
Dilly, what's your view? Oh, my view. I can tell you real quick. Mine. It's not even a look with the Odegaard thing. I'm very simple on that. We had the guy for a season. We ended 8th. So look, when it comes to impact, we're not going to get it with Odegaard. If he's going to be squad player to add to numbers, then tell me that. Don't tell me we are signing this guy to improve, because that's clearly not the case. Right? Madison, I suppose, is the more exciting deal because, again, what we don't know could probably be a better impact. And also, the guy has a little bit more like sauce, man. Like, he's probably the closest to like a Grealish type of English sauce that I see on the pitch.
Be there, you know? Take him.
Yeah, and he's got a couple goals in him. I mean, if we look at Odegaard, he had how many? 4 goals in all competitions in his time with us. Couple of assists. Like, we expected a bigger. This guy was like wonder kid vibes at Real Madrid. I would rather I would not put a lot of interest on Odegaard. I would say push for Madison. But then again, we've got that English price that is very exorbitant. But if you can blast 50 on El Blanco, then maybe you can put another 10 on another 50, and then you get me Madison, and then we go. But I really do also agree with Genre. At some point, you got to build the squad for depth if you're going to start challenging. We are nowhere near trying to take the league right now, so let's also not lie to ourselves about that. We need to get back into Europe. We need to start getting back into the top 4, attract better players, and then we take it from there. Also, ship the dead wood, but we'll wait. I'll wait for that.
We'll get to that. Tua.
Yeah.
I did that. Anyway, it's you. What do you think? I know you're going to talk about an hour there. Who's your camp? Who do we go for?
You know, with the guys that are being linked to us, I would say Madison, but there was an interesting fact about Odegaard. He came in half season and he came in injured. And after what he did, he showed his glimpses in that one West Ham game where he literally overturned. And I saw a few stats. It's actually, he was getting towards his fitness and, you know, he's backtracking and all that stuff. But for me at the moment, like Janji said, man, I just feel like Madison has that sauce, man. You know, that he has that swagger, he has that English sauce. You know, I feel he'll blend in with the guys like Auba and Laka. You know, the guys who are always in the media limelight, and you know all these guys. So for me, I would go for Madison, but I would just like to put but. There is one player I emphasize on, and his name is, I know no one knows him, but his name is Pedro Gonçalves. He is probably the hottest prospect in the market. Sporting Lisbon, 23 years old. His price tag is around 30 million, but he's had 23 goals and 6 assists last season when he took over Bruno Fernandes when he left, and Sporting actually won the league, and he's an attacking midfielder.
23 goals. Right. Sorry, did I hear that right?
23 goals.
Right.
My man, you should have told us this before the show so we could get some, YouTube clips, YouTube scouts.
I need to hit you guys with some new guys, but he's amazing, man. I've seen him. He's a Quaresma. He likes outside foot, inside. His vision is amazing. That's personally for me, if we had to go for a camp, I would go for him. And he's a youngster. He fits the bill of what Arsenal are trying to do. So for me, it will be him all day. But knowing the club, they're in for Madison or Odegaard. So man, I don't know.
But we're not looking at this kid, are we?
He was mentioned, but from the sources, not at all. It's such a shame. He's been tutored now by Liverpool. Bayern are in. So Man U are also in, and they might steal him. So I'm not sure, but they said he might be getting a new contract, and they're inserting a clause of something like 80 to 120 million, which makes no sense.
It's past us. It's past us now.
Yeah, so it passed us. But man. And just on Hosam Mawar, just one more thing. Just on Hosam Mawar, I see it's picking up now, and former Arsenal correspondent David Ornstein, actually, who works for now The Athletic, they actually brought out the article now, just a few minutes a few minutes back saying that Arsenal now are looking to reignite the interest in him now that the Maddison deal might be expensive. They're not quite too sure on what Real Madrid's stance is, and he will only be available for 25 million from the 80 they wanted to charge us way back. So his price has dropped. Every Arsenal fan seems to be happy, and I mean he is a left-footed player, so it makes sense. So we'll see what happens.
I mean, for 25 mil, that's worth it. For 25 mil, I think
from 80, boss.
Yeah,
come on,
from 80, yeah.
So will look
100% worth it.
Yeah, I see Tashin's comment there regarding Maddison being worth 70 mil. And I just want to say, because I also agree with Maddison, with the Maddison train. Like I say, let's go out and get him. And that's because he's an English player. You get the British tax at the end of the day. You will be paying more for this because in the coming years with Brexit and everything, you know, the quota of homegrown players are going to mean so much. And that's why these guys are actually going out. I mean, look at City's transfers and everything. So I understand which way Arsenal's going to. Even the Ramsdale links make a bit of sense, you know. Although I'm glad it didn't happen. We'll get onto that later, you know. But I understand where you say 70 million back then, no. But now, considering everything, I would say 50 million, 70, it could be, you know, reasonable. Yeah.
Dwarfini, if I can quickly ask you, just quickly, with regards to is there perhaps a transfer strategy of trying to attract interest in one direction? And like I always say on the group, then there's a smoke screen activity, and then you land some prominent signing while everybody's looking one way, like Kweku says, a Kansas City shuffle.
You know, from judging by Mikel Arteta's press conference today, and the guys from Sky Sports as well, like saying Arsenal will be the busiest. I think the club is really working hard behind the scenes, because I always try and look at the sources, the reliable sources, and what they are saying is that you might just expect Arsenal to probably do what they did when they signed, back then, but when we signed like Arteta and Mertesacker, you know, they might pull that out the bag, because we have to actually sign a backup goalkeeper. The club are in for a right back, and they are still in for a CM, and they have to buy a cam, and there is possibility of another striker depending on outgoing. So it will be a crazy few weeks. It will be a crazy few weeks of the transfer season, but I don't know about how the club is moving, but I see nowadays, we'll see, because it's always interest. There's interest that, and not really concrete, but I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. But I would say we'll wait and see what happens. So I'm not sure about a smoke screen on these deals that they're saying, but let's wait and see. I'm not sure about that one.
With regards to wage bill, what do you guys think? We can't afford them apart from Alba and his 350. His Yuka on 350. We should be able to push. I'm pretty sure Maddison is only coming through, if it does come through, on quite a bill himself. I think he wants to eat.
Yeah.
Given the fact that Leicester are in Champions League, and they are actually a challenging team themselves, you have to consider the fact, why is this guy now all of a sudden saying he doesn't get squad place? I'm guessing he's second string at
a different knock.
Yeah, no, for sure. Arsenal do have a different knock. No, I appreciate that. I would just like to think that at least, like you said, we're gonna bring in like a bunch of guys before the close of the season. But as you said, it depends on outgoings. I mean, we've got El Neni. We've got El Neni.
Yeah.
We've got El Neni. I can't say it enough. We can't ship these guys out. We cannot.
Please,
you know what I mean?
Please.
It's annoying. It's annoying. But okay.
Rudy's asking about Buendia for 40 mil. Do you think we missed out there?
He moved most to Villa.
He went. I think we missed out. I think we missed out on Buendia. Yeah, definitely. I don't. No offense to Villa or any Aston Villa, but losing out to a player against Villa, that made me depressed for a week. I felt like we could have pushed more, and we could have got him, and they got him for like, what was it, 5 mil more than what we offered. I think at the end of
definitely was a low ball from our end.
Yeah.
The thing is, Villa knew they were going to lose Grealish. So they had that money. They knew they had to replace him. I'm telling you, these guys knew. They're talking smack. That's why they bought all of these guys. Bailey, they knew. So
and did you see what? Did you see what Austin
guys? They even bid for Smith Rowe. You know.
Yeah, that was cheeky.
Guys were desperate.
Dua, you said?
Oh wait.
No, it was just interesting what the Aston Villa coach or owner said. He said that he replaced Jack Grealish with 3 players in terms of goals, pace, and assists. It was Buendia, Leon Bailey, and Danny Ings. So they knew what they were doing. Exactly. They wanted Smith, but the Smith said no.
The Smith will not leave, bro. That's hell end, bro. There's no. I mean, when that whole transfer thing came in, or that whole bid apparently interest, I was like, nah, man, we're not paying attention to this, man. It's Villa for fuck's sake. Okay, no, sorry,
guys. Let me interject there. Let me interject. How about we switch over to the Brentford preview now? I think it's about time. We're getting questions about how about problem. So let's switch over to the.
Maybe Tuafeni can address the Oba problem first. Just in closing to this.
Do you think there's a problem there? Do you think there's a problem?
I don't think there's a problem. But I know what the problem is. I can tell you. The problem is, it's the same as Lampard, as Kante under Lampard. Kante was rubbish under Lampard. Like, he was just off. And when a new coach came in, look at Kante now. I mean, he's amazing. He's doing his thing. And I feel Alba needs through balls rather than balls played in his feet. He's not a Henry. He's not a Martinelli who runs from the halfway line. And Ian Wright was even saying it. He's not. He's a player who, if you thread the ball forward and he has to run on, that's his best play. And being out on the wing, he has to hold the ball, pass in, pass left, pass right. So I feel it's just down to tactics, man. And I feel like he's losing his confidence being on the wing. So I'm not sure. Maybe if he's played down the middle, things might change, but he does need someone to thread through. And from what I've seen, man, the Smith, I don't know why I'm happy about this boy, man. The Smith in number 10 role, man. He just gives me hope. From what I've seen,
it seems like that.
Yeah.
That number has really given him like a form of authority as well. I've been watching him on the preseason games as well, and he's quick to go collect the ball from the back, and he's trying to drive it himself, right? Like, it almost really just gives him that position himself. Like, I'm taking number 10 and I'm going to do the work now. I mean, last season you saw him, but it's almost like he was trying to fit in part of the team and not actually try to pick it up and carry it himself. So really excited about what he's going to bring to the team this season.
And just before we cut out, I was watching an interview or like a clips, and they said one boy you should be really looking out for, and I'm personally happy, is Lokonga. Sambi, that boy has struck up a partnership with Tierney, and his passing range is so phenomenal. He uses both his feet. He drops deep. He gives players the license. He actually understands his role. I've never been excited for such a young player. And personally, I think he might start. So, we'll see, man. But I love the boy. He's been doing bits, man. And, we'll see. But he's one of the guys I'm excited to see, actually.
That's my boy, man. I'm not going to quietly just hoping to see a Vieira slash.
The team. Let's go over to the preview. Look a bit of
what do you have for us?
Yeah, no, look, I mean, this is the first game of the season, it's quite a big game. Regardless of who we play any season, it's the game that, everybody's excited and optimistic. And before, people start switching ways, it's when we are at our peak. We're on top of the league, and alphabetically, of course. And let's look at the preview. So what we're going to do here in this segment, we'll be looking at different people's preferred lineups, what they would do if they were in Arteta's shoes, and then go over to more of a Arteta lineup, and then base predictions on that Arteta lineup. So let's go up first. There we go. So this is my 11. I think, what actually stands out from this is probably my decision as Alba, as striker. Exactly after Rudy said now and Tuafeni saying earlier, I mean, he's not hungry. He's lost his hunger, but I believe that it'll take a bigger knock in confidence if he doesn't start the first game. He's our captain. He is, the guy, and he has to start. And I don't see Saka. I prefer Saka to start. I don't care his fitness, whatever. I need him there. So that's why I've got Saka and Aubameyang, and then obviously I need him there, man. And then I've got Murray, left centre back. Arteta's vision of playing a left-footed player, left centre back, I go with that, and I'll stick with that, and that's why I've got that over there. So that's my preferred 11, my favorite 11. So let's check who's up next. And please, explain your selection, Janji.
Yeah, no, my selection is pretty much almost the same. I suppose Genre did mention a little bit earlier, I think it was 2-3 days ago when we spoke about this. He did say Saka again. From preseason, he just coming off the Euros, so he's most likely also going to start off the bench, which makes a lot of sense. Obviously, you don't want to get the guy injured if he's not ready for the game. Which essentially then, I prefer, given our current style of play, Alba playing on the wing is just, it's trash, man. So I'm not going to even have him on my squad if he's not going to play up front. And currently, he's also not giving me the goals. And we've had these discussions at length on the group also. I'm just saying that, let me hate on him so that he can bring back the glory boot back. So, yeah, I'm going to start with Laka up front. Laka, especially with his hold-up play, it will be good to see him just bringing Pepe and whoever's going to play on the wing again on the left wing. Chambers at my right back, of course, because Bellerin is a nah for me. I would like to see a Holding and a El Blanco at the back, man. I do believe obviously Murray with his left foot works better, but I'd like to see them. I'd like to see that combo, and obviously Lokonga is for me already a starter. Shaka, I'm not gonna mention.
You don't have a choice.
Smith Rowe is my number 10. Tierney is my captain. Leno is my goalkeeper. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Nice one, Genre. What's happening here, bro?
Yeah, man. I went realistic with this. The only thing that I hope will happen is that Cedric will be playing instead of Chambers. I think Cedric finished out the season a bit better than any of our fullbacks because he filled in for Tierney as well at left, right, and he performed quite well, especially when he then moved later into the game to the right side. So I think Tierney, for me, is better because that will it will be more creative with Pepe cutting in from the left and him then overlapping. I think that will be a bit better for him, for me, than Chambers there. Xhaka, I believe, is going to play left back, gents. Tierney's going to run past Aubameyang and Xhaka's going to drop into that left back spot like he did most of last season. And he's going to pull out a few guys to that side, and it's going to become like a back three with Ben White in the middle and then Holding on the right-hand side and Xhaka on the left. I think that's what's going to happen because that's what Arteta was working to for most of last season because Tierney's a very creative player and he wants him more up front. So I think that's what's going to happen, man. Aubameyang's just going to run around. Tierney's my captain, man. I think Aubameyang's just going to run around Lacazette the whole game. Lacazette's going to drop in deep, play almost next to Smith Rowe at some point, and Smith Rowe's going to be making those bursts forward behind the back line or picking up the ball, trying to be creative. I think that's what's going to happen on Friday, and that's how we beat these guys, man.
Yeah, agreed. I hear you. I like your vision. I must admit. Good points there. To Afeni, you're up next. You need to explain your team, bro.
All right. As you can see, my team, man, is basically almost like Malcolm's team, but I just went for Holding instead because what Murray did in that preseason game against Tottenham is just ridiculous. There's just no way you can defend like that. I mean, give a penalty, at least something. People used to complain about Luis. At least give the goalie a chance. There's no way you can fall down just like that. So for me, I'm not sold on Murray and his left foot, even though he's left-sided. So for me, he's totally out my team. And I just went for a realistic up front, man. I just feel the same as well, like Genre said, Pepe cutting in on the left like how he did towards the end of the season where he was racking up some goals. Starboy for me obviously has to start because Starboy is Starboy. He does the things, man. But I did read that he might fail his fitness test because he hasn't really been playing, and he had picked up a knock. But I saw now pictures again that he was working with our new individual coach. So with this lineup, man, I just feel Alba behind, Smith Rowe behind Alba. You know, it clicked in the Chelsea game as well. If you remember, him and Alba really clicked, and you know, they set up each other really well. I feel Lukonga, that's my boy. You know, he just has swagger about him, man.
My boy.
You know, we lost Guendouzi, but you know, we gained sort of someone who has that eye for, and he's very calm. That's what sets him apart from Doozy. You know, Doozy is a bit rash and he's ready to fight. Lukonga is calm, easy on the ball. So, you know, my lineup, it is what it is. And like everyone else, I'm looking forward to my boy Ben White, because everyone is bigging up everyone is bigging up, you know, everyone is bigging up Tony from who? From Brentford. But Ben White has been in the championship there. He has helped Leeds promote. He's been Brighton, you know, and Brighton defend. So I feel with Ben White there, I'm comfortable. And obviously, like you guys say, 10 is my captain, man. KT3.
Agreed. Lovely, guys. Now that's our selections. That's what we would have done. But let's go on to a more realistic 11 here. Let us look at Arteta's 11, and hopefully we can all come to some sort of agreement. Obviously, in goal, I think it speaks for itself right now. We all know who the main guy is there. We don't have much of a choice. Left back, once again, like we're saying, no depth. I mean, we got Tavares, but there's no ways he's going to start, you know. So that's an obvious decision as well. So, guys, left centre back. Let's discuss. Arteta.
I don't know, man.
Can we move past that for now?
Yeah, let's reveal and then we point where we don't like it. Yeah.
Nah. Let's deal with the problems, guys. Let's deal with the problems. Okay, if everybody, if everybody's available, who's playing there?
Gabriel.
All day. For sure.
I'm hoping to see Gabriel and El Blanco at the back. I have a feeling that the passing range.
Yeah, he's not fit. Yeah.
So realistically, Arteta's vision.
He's going for Mari, man. Yeah, he's going to
go for Mari. Yeah.
Oh, he's there, guys. He's going to be there. I'm telling you. Oh, wait, and then obviously we can agree on the next one, being El Blanco himself. And now the interesting position. Right back.
Actually, just to shed light on that, I was reading from sources within the club. They even revealed it like a few weeks back that actually the one guy who's actually showed up fit, he's been working hard. He actually changed the minds of the coaches. Is actually the boy. No, it's actually Cedric. Apparently, he's been the most fittest player. He's come back, and they said he has the highest chance of starting at right back. Actually, I'm here as well. You know, I'm here as well, and I'm reading it because it's from the sources within the club, the correspondence. So I have a big feeling that it might be Cedric from what I've been reading. You see, look, who's the first. Just imagine. Look at the video. This is Cedric, right?
You can't see. Yeah.
Can you see?
He's in the front.
Look who they show. I mean, they show the guy who's training, and they always do that. The guy. Okay, I think it stopped. But anyways, it's actually Cedric. It's actually Cedric. Can you see?
I see it.
It's just Cedric. It's.
From my perspective,
that's what
I think Cedric is very reliable when it comes to the crosses. Very reliable when it comes to putting the ball into the box. So
exactly.
I'm happy if he makes it for sure.
Okay, but we're challenging our inner Arteta now. Look, we have to think about that. What are we seeing tomorrow? Are we really seeing Cedric? Are we really seeing Chambers? I think your boy Bella, because of this transfer issue that happened earlier. I mean, we are keeping him. What now? How can we not play him? How will we not start him tomorrow? Considering you know he's gonna stay at Arsenal. He's a senior right back at the moment.
Yeah, and he's the captain when Oba's not there, so he gets picked as captain. Player. So most likely Arteta is gonna choose.
And he's fit. There's no reason not to start with Bellerin.
But you know, Bellerin also really disappointed me this weekend. It was him and Murray, man. I don't understand.
Yeah.
You've been at Arsenal for so long. You can't even cross, guys. I don't understand.
Yeah, no. Like I'm really not gonna go, because you could also see even the closing games of last season when Bellerin was also fit. There's no faith in the guy having a starter, and I think the first game of the season we want to definitely get the 3 points. We want to be sure at the back. It's definitely going to be, for me, I think it's going to be a Cedric or definitely a Chambers. Actually, I'm going for Chambers, like my lineup. I think, yeah, all my positions are going to be
okay.
And I guess it's 2 against 2 sort of.
Yeah.
Bellerin versus. But both of you are flip-flopping, Chambers or Cedric. Guess what? We are Arteta. Arteta is going with Bellerin tomorrow. There we go. Channel your inner Arteta, guys. We have to channel our inner Arteta at the end of the day. Okay. Trust the process. Who's left center? Left CDM. Left.
Yeah, it's no brainer, man. We all know it's going to be Xhaka.
Yeah, it's definitely Xhaka. Lokonga is going to be at the base here.
Yeah.
So Congo, let's even reveal both of them.
No doubt.
But you know, knowing Arteta, guys, knowing
El Nene's going to start.
He will throw in El Nene. I don't understand. Because, you know, Arteta's reasoning will be that no, Lokonga is not used to the league. It's Brentford away, newly promoted. Let's give those things, they don't matter. Play the boy. The boy is ready. But knowing Arteta, he might throw in and just wait. You will be surprised. You'll even be like,
I'll be sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll wait and see. But if Lokonga starts, that's my boy, man. That's my boy.
Yeah, no, I'm hopeful for that.
He's proven enough in preseason. He's convinced a lot of us during preseason, guys. I really think he's the guy we have. And now with Partey out, it is his chance to step up. There's no better chance for him to step up, right now. So I don't see anything stepping in above him. At least that's what I think. Arteta. Yeah. Have a look at the cam position, center attacking mid. Obviously,
Smith.
No doubt.
Smith throw this. Let's go.
Without a doubt. This
yeah, let's go.
Left wing. Arteta.
Auba.
It's Auba, Laka up front, Pepe on the other wing.
Unanimous decision on that, guys.
Yeah, we know he's gonna do that. We know that. We know this guy.
That's right.
He played for us. He was our captain. Now he's our manager. Yeah, we know the guy. It's fine. Let's go.
Yeah. And up a right wing, who's the guy? Who's there? Obviously, Mr. Sauce himself. The
Pepito. Yeah.
Pepito.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about him? How is he going to perform this weekend? This season?
You know, for me personally, man, I feel that he's now used to it. I saw what he did towards the end of the season, even though I think he was probably playing for some bonuses, some goals, some extra cash in the pocket for the holiday, But if he can carry that form in, man, I feel that he has so much to offer. And people don't understand. He's just, 24, 25? He's still very young. So I feel like this season is probably going to blow. If he takes that form from his last 4 games towards the end of the season when he was banging, I feel he can do something special, man. I really hope for his sake he really blows up. So that would be my take on that.
It's now. It's even late, but it's now.
He's in prime.
His last year of installments are going to be paid off, so he must now start playing now.
Now he might, for his worth now. For his real worth now, yeah, for sure. And then Laka up front, isn't it? Yeah.
Laka, yeah.
There he is. Hold up play, Mr. Hold up play.
I like this guy.
Yeah, that's what he does. There we go. Best player at the moment is Laka up front. He was involved in almost every goal preseason. Yes, Frederick, well said. That is exactly the thing.
Well said.
And you can see his work rate also in the position that he is. He's key to the team when it comes to our attack. It's unfortunate that Alba can't do that shit. He does exactly what Giroud does without that deft left. Giroud and his left, but He's gonna have to start.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to at least lead the tempo, and then maybe by second half when we are 3-0 up, but we're coming to the predictions. We're coming to the predictions.
So this is Arteta's team.
Yeah.
And now based on Arteta's team. Yeah.
You know, I was just a quick one. I won't take long. You know, this season Arteta must challenge himself. And I was reading quite an interesting thing and watching quite an interesting thing. Arteta was challenged by Arsenal fans to say, if you want to improve players, the only way we can see if Arteta is actually doing good as a manager is why he must challenge Ben White he must make Ben White so good that he must be in the English team for next World Cup. He must take Smith Rowe into that team. He must take Lukonga into the Belgian team. You know, that's how you judge a player, a manager, if he's doing progress. Because if not, then, I mean, you might as well ship him out. So look at Mason Mount. He's there. I mean, I'm just envious of Chelsea, man. I don't understand.
It's unfair. They got money. We're not talking about money. We don't have that money.
No, I mean their manager is outstanding. His tactics.
Of course. We know this. These guys are proven. It's unfortunate that we've got our guy still trying to learn his trade. So
that's the thing.
Look, man.
We'll
bring Arteta in another episode. Let's not worry about it.
Let's positive vibes.
Positive vibes. Get to the first game of the season. Let's get to those predictions, man. The score predictions.
All right. Let's do this, guys. There we go. Once again, the pressure's on me. I don't know. I'm going for a realistic score. I'm mostly delusional most of the time, but I'm going for a realistic score here, and I'll be going with a 2-1 away win for the opening. We're gonna win. I hear you guys about Ivan Toney. This is. I feel like we leak goals and something might go wrong and they might score. They are at home. They're an exciting team to watch. I'm still going for the win, and I believe this might be the closest score, most realistic.
Okay.
We're gonna make us sweat, man.
Hey, bruh, I'm used to it, bruh. I'm not delusional right now. Genji, yo.
No brainer. I always back my team up to the max, bro. I back my team up to the max, and I feel that definitely it's a great first game for us to have. Last season we had City as the first game, and it was definitely it set a bad tone. These guys were big. It was an old team from Arteta and all of that. So definitely a lot of we were not convinced already with the City opener. But look, this is Brentford, man. I can't not believe that we're not gonna clap these guys 3-0. That's me, man, and I'm sticking to it. No, forget Arteta. I'm talking about the 11 players on the pitch on the day, first game of the season. The hype is up. We have to take this game, and we're going to take it convincingly with three goals. That's me. I'm sticking to it. Yeah, Frederick, I'm with you, man. Frederick, I'm with you, man. 3-0. We're grabbing those 3-0.
There we go. Genre, you're up next, man. You know what you submitted, bro.
I think I'm the highest here, right? No, I am the highest here, man. Look, gents, look. Pepe scoring 2, Smith Rowe scoring 1, and Laka scoring 1. Oba might get an assist. Oba might get an assist. No, I backed the team. The last time we played on a Friday night, we scored 4 goals. The opener on a Friday night was against Leicester, I think 2 seasons ago. Yeah, we scored 4 goals. Oba with Juru with that winner against Leicester. We conceded 3 goals, but still, we scored 4. I think we're scoring 4 again.
I'm with you. I'll take it. Why not?
Lastly, I'll take it. Lastly, my man, Mr. Guest Speaker here. There we go. 2-0. Based on Arteta's lineup, if I remember you saying that.
Yeah, man, that's based on Arteta's lineup because I just feel he's probably going to start slow. I hope he doesn't, but that's my prediction. You know, I feel Brentford will come up with that fire. You know, they'll probably want to be promoted. They'll be running like headless chickens, I pray, and they'll tire themselves out. And, you know, then big team mentality. As much as people troll us, we're still a big club. You got to respect that. And I just feel we're going to kill them off on that sense. So that's a basic 2-0. And I'm saying 0 because I got my man there, El Blanco Ben White.
El
He gives me confidence.
So
Ben
that's my.
I hope I'm wrong.
That's my defender. That's my defender. So yeah,
that's
man.
my boy, man.
I'll say 2-0.
I must.
I hope I'm wrong. I honestly hope I'm wrong. That's all I've got here for like the preview for the next game. It looks like we all believe that we'll be, taking this home at the end of the day. That sounds good. Rudy also confident, 3-2. So yeah, let's Andre over there.
Yeah, Rudy, I'm with you, man.
Rudy making us
so
sweat.
everybody's confident. I like
Rudy
that.
making us
But
sweat. Rudy making us sweat.
I wonder if he has it that we're losing and then we win.
Imagine that. You're going to be like 2-1 down first, and then it's halftime.
The
equalizer, and then
all the optimism.
Lokonga of all people, long range effort. The crowd goes wild.
So
I'm all about that drama, bro. Where's Rory and his tennis?
Inshallah, whatever that was.
Away, Dre there with a 2-0. Why not? It's conservative and it's good, yeah, and that's about how we're gonna spice up for the intro of the league. Everybody's gonna watch. United haters are gonna watch. Chelsea haters, Liverpool haters. So we gotta set the tone. We gotta set the tone.
Guys, if I can just add something, I was actually on Twitter as well, and it was amazing because everyone trolls Arsenal, né? But what they don't understand is that creates a buzz. That's why, why the media actually announces Arsenal in most of these things. Like, Arsenal, Messi signing for Arsenal, what, Arsenal. They always troll Arsenal. Because the reason why they do that is because Arsenal sells. No one will pay attention to if you say Chelsea are signing Messi. They'll be like, okay, that's no fun. Man U. But if it's Arsenal, it's like, haha. But what they don't know is they create a buzz. I remember Messi had one at the time. It was 3.15 million mentions or something on Twitter. Arsenal was second with 1.8 million. And we didn't even do anything.
Bro.
But that creates buzz. That creates companies like these cryptocurrencies to invest in us. And clubs don't even understand. Like football fans don't understand that they're actually putting our name much higher. And we are selling points. That's why. I actually love the trolls because...
And that's why Stan's not selling.
And it's just putting money. I don't understand. But man. But
that's why.
Arsenal is a big club. We sell. The media likes people that sells. Yeah.
No doubt. No, I definitely agree with that. So it's gonna be a great kickoff. It's gonna be a great 8 o'clock tomorrow. 9 o'clock, right? Isn't it? 9 a.m. 9 p.m. rather. No, it's gonna be dope, man. Thanks to Afini. Thanks a lot for giving us that lowdown with regards to the transfer and all that info. Please do stick up your hand if you want to be on the next episode. There's a small public service announcement. Small public service announcement with regards to the AGM. This goes to all the paid up members. The AGM is we've set a date for the 11th of September, which is essentially the Norwich game on a Saturday. The reason for the delay is obviously because our president needs to speak tomorrow and just obviously clear up this path for us going forward, and also just to be mindful of the fact that we have to maintain just the social conditions given the virus and such. But definitely we should be in a good position by the Norwich game. We're gonna have it at the clubhouse, but our events guy Nate is gonna drop that information closer to the time. But keep the 11th of September open for that. With regards to a Malcolm, we still need to do that live draw, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so we're gonna as customary every season, the club gives away an authentic Arsenal shirt. So what we're gonna do is we have a raffle from all the paid up members from last season. Malcolm, take it away. What are we doing here? What is this? It looks interesting.
Yeah. So as part of every member season, one of the benefits was like a raffle for an official Arsenal shirt, and the reason we do it for the next season is because we give all the members from the start till the last day of the season, whoever pays up and is a fully paid up member for that season can then still qualify for this shirt. So this, unfortunately, there's not now for the new members that newly paid for this season, but this is for the members of last season, and we were about 106 members in total last season. So this will happen every season, and I'll give this a spin. there's 106 names and surnames there, and may the lucky person.
Hang on.
There we go.
We can win also, no?
Oh yeah, by the way, we can also win. Oh, member number 29, Ignatius. Congratulations, buddy.
Congrats,
He
Ignatius.
took it. Fair enough, man.
He took it. We'll get in contact with you about that, and we'll take it from there. He's been a fully paid up member every season, by the way.
Yeah,
so
he was part of founding committee as well.
Yeah, he was on the committee, the assist. He was doing the most. Everybody, loves him. Thank you very much, and I'll get.
Hang on, there's a question. There's a question on the chat there, Dilly. If you want to address that, with regards, Frederick is asking, how does he join the supporters club?
Frederick, since you're following this page on Facebook, just look over there. We've got the members and benefits guide up on the Facebook page. So look through there, but feel free to give us like a message, a private message, and be added to the WhatsApp group as well. A lot of notifications and things happening there. So yeah, we'll reach out to you, Frederick, and let people know, guys. Let's get paid up. Let's do this.
100%.
And don't forget to follow at Arsenal Namibia on Twitter for the lowdown of everything,
The latest and lowdown.
Yes. And this season, I'm going to be focusing more on youth players and getting, because the club is focusing on youth a lot. That's why the boys are coming up. And the ladies as well.
And
we signed some super dope. One of them is back in the league, so who's going to partner up with Vivian Miedema. So it's going to be interesting.
Oh, wait.
Great, man.
Great stuff.
Guys, thanks for the love, Frederick. Also, everybody that watched Genre.
Yeah, no, thanks, guys. Everyone that tuned in, your comments, your input, it was amazing, gents. This is the first of many episodes. We plan to do this at least weekly. And we're gonna invite Tuafeni back, maybe at the end of the transfer window when it's about to close, just to get his final thoughts to see, and then we criticize him if we don't sign any players from now until the end of the window.
I like that.
Like we said,
deadline day.
Yeah, on deadline day. So
I'll even wear a yellow suit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you wanna become a Arsenal member, Arsenal Supporters Club member, just send us a DM. We'll get in contact with you, tell you how it works and all the perks you get. Janji, what's the location of the Supporters Club at the moment? Where do we watch games? Once COVID is lifted.
Yeah, that's going to be communicated by Nate. But our current home ground, as things stand, is going to be in Pioneers Park at the clubhouse. Most of us have been there before, but it's definitely a very comfortable venue for us.
Again, we'll be posting on our socials if there is a live viewing of the match. Obviously, if you get there late, you might not get a spot because of the totals that are allowed in. But again, thank you to everyone who tuned in. Subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. This video will be going up on the YouTube channel as well. We'll be posting highlights of the games, previews, and the most important thing, we'll be posting the Lokonga clips. And those are fire already.
Yes.
Great stuff.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
Everybody.